On July 24th, 2025, the SPC, or Storm Prediction Center, released its daily storm outlooks for the United States, sneaking in extreme southern Ontario. Among a crazy shape of colors, a marginal risk was issued that swallowed southern Ontario, meaning that all modes of severe weather were in play. Hail, strong winds, and even a non-zero risk for tornadoes was possible. Severe weather, particularly tornadoes, is usually talk of the United States, with a place many people know, Tornado Alley. However, Canada has a Tornado Alley too, maybe even a couple of them, and Southern Ontario just happens to be one of them, which means crazy folks like me go out and chase storms when yellow blobs get placed over where we live. I can't see shit. So when I saw the conditions were favorable for storms and tornadoes, I went out chasing. Whoa! But could a tornado really touch down on my chase? Cue episode 2 of Road to Tornado Touchdown on July 24th, 2025. Whoa! This is wicked right now. Okay, we have an area of rotation 100%. Good morning, folks. It's me. Sorry, I know I'm not used to having the camera on myself. I know the camera should be on the storms, but I'm prepared for this time, so I get to film an intro. But here's the deal. There's a risk today. The catch, because there's always a catch, the models are inconsistent, and so I don't know where I'm going to end up. And a lot of the bigger tornado potential is a bit more in central Ontario, going into like the Quebec rural border area. I don't know. And I can't go out that far, and I wouldn't go out that far because the chase territory is Garbo. The trees are pungent out there, and I need the fields. So here's the deal. I'm going to keep watching the models, but I'm probably going to end up near the Owen Sound-ish corridor, that tiny little strip before it gets into like the Bruce Peninsula area, and see what I can muster there. But I'm going to keep watching the models and see what I'm gonna do. I've got all my boots and buckles on, I've got my batteries charging, the GoPro's charging, and not to brag, but you remember how I was running out of storage so much in the last video? And look at that! My buddy Memphis came through and hooked me up with this iPhone 11 Pro Max with a beautiful camera on it, so that's what I'm gonna be recording most of the footage on now, so I don't have to worry about the storage. So, we're going to do it. And I gotta keep doing this. So, it's been about an hour since I recorded the intro where I said I was looking at the models, and I'm still looking at the models. I'm just looking at the HRRRRR model right now because it's a really good high resolution model to see your storms coming through. And the reason why I was initially gonna go up to the Owen Sound area is this small corridor here has initiation during the 8 p.m., 9 p.m.-ish hours. I don't even know what that really is. And you can see here with our STP, or our significant tornado parameters, where tornadoes could touch down the spin, there was a small little button here, and I don't know, a little button. You never know what could touch down in a button. But then here's the deal. The new model came through, and I started to notice that this model run is showing initiation at the 8 p.m., 9 p.m. mark, with storms in this little corridor here that may stay slightly isolated-ish. And when you look at our STPs at the same time, you have those colors here. And the darker the colors, the more spin you've got. So I'm not really sure. I gotta keep watching this and looking at the other models and not just looking at one model. So I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna look at it. There's so much stuff to look at and do. It's so confusing. Oh my goodness. Okay, here's the deal. I'm in the car if you can't tell, which means I'm leaving. And it is 1:45 p.m. and the area I'm going to is about 2 hours-ish out. I am, in fact, going to the Owen Sound corridor where the button was. I don't know, that's the area I think is promising. We're gonna do it, and I don't know. You guys know how this ends, I don't. Well, actually, you guys don't even know how this ends yet because you haven't watched the whole thing. Okay, everything is packed. I've got my camera, I've got my GoPro, I've got my snacks, and most importantly, I got my fancy sticker that my sister got me for Christmas. I just put it on now. I'll keep you updated. I'm gonna set up the GoPro now, and we should be on the way to go. Yeah, I'm just yapping now. Okay, I'm sorry. So this is me on the GoPro. This is how you'll see me from now on. Hello there, hi, my name's Owen. You guys know me already. Actually, some of you might not. My name's Owen. I chase storms. Storms are starting to pop up on the Michigan side, and they are looking strong, and a lot of them have got broad areas of rotation that could tighten up. What is going on here? It's gonna be a long drive, but you know what? It's gonna be okay. I'm pretty sure I just saw a dust devil, like a really, really small one, for 0.5 seconds. Oh, no way. Oh, was that a dust devil? Which means that, hey, I saw something spinning today, so I'll take that as a W. Anyway, an hour left in the drive. so cool, fun story. I don't know if you can see this little wisp of clouds in the distance that you can see that's kind of taking up like a third of the sky. That is the anvil of the storms that are coming through right now. I haven't been able to check the radar because I've been driving, but I think I'm gonna have to pull over in a minute here because I think I gotta pee. So I've officially pulled over to pee. Here's another look of that approaching anvil that's coming. They're still pretty far out, so I can't pinpoint a super good spot to position, but that looks pretty cool. Okay, so update, don't mind the hair. Wow, this is quite the look. I'm in a field. As per typical, this is a typical storm chasing experience. So, storms are remaining strong. You can still see this anvil behind me, but these are far, far, far away. The plan is now to wait. The problem right now is that the storm mode, as it's been shaping up all day, is a squall line. The reason why I'm bringing that up now is because a squall line means that we're gonna have a bunch of storms grouped together in one line. Like I said at the beginning, storms that stay isolated all by themselves and steal all the moisture because they're greedy, those are the ones that can shape up to be supercellular tornado producing storms. Are we going to struggle a bit to perhaps see a tornado today? Maybe, just because of the storm mode. Does that mean it's impossible? Absolutely not. So I'm gonna dance around in this field for 6 minutes to sacrifice myself to the rain gods and the storm gods to hopefully spawn in a storm. Just as of recently, they're beginning to strengthen quite a bit. They're getting stronger. I'll throw a screenshot on screen so you can actually see what I'm looking at. But I think I'm gonna move slightly north. I'm going to make a move on right now. Wow, what a cool look this storm has got, but I'm finally in a good position. I can see the shelf down there. So I've got the time lapse going of this shelf blowing through. I want to get this all in one photo, but I can't. This structure is incredible. Look at this anvil right here. And then this shelf. Wow, holy moly. So I don't know if that's something that I should be watching right in there, but that's pretty interesting. I don't know if that's just shelf. I don't know. I still struggle to know what the hell I'm looking at. Any tips and tricks, hit me in the comments. Is this shelf ever amazing? Look at this. Holy moly. I'm about to start running in a second here, but I'm trying to find a good spot to go, but I don't think I even have the time to do that. So I'm gonna pull a Yui here. If you can see that blue tinge, there's a lot of nice hail in there. Our updrafts are really strong. You cannot see this blue like how you can see it in real life. I gotta run, and I still don't really know where I'm trying to go. The wind speeds hitting me right now are very, very strong. It was like kicking up dust in the fields and such. Wow. Oh, wow. That's incredible. Unfortunately, I ended up in a storm chaser's worst nightmare. Town. Meaning I had to deal with lights and poor drivers. Go, 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 it's an advance, go! Unfortunately for me, the delays didn't stop there, and as I was outrunning the storm, I discovered something worse. No, this fucking bridge is closed. With the bridge being closed, I was wasting time and needed to find a new route immediately. No, that's really bad. I'm probably gonna get caught up in it right now because I'm gonna be driving right towards it. Uh-oh. Okay, so I'm still not out of it, but I am outrunning it slowly but surely. What I'm doing is I'm gonna try punching to Mount Forest-ish area. There seems to be some crazy hail going on in some of the cells a bit more south. So I'm hoping to run into one of those. But unfortunately, I was just not winning on this chase. See, this is the reality of storm chasing right here. Trying to outrun the storm, but I've got Mr. Hay Bales here. Okay, so as you can clearly see, I'm still struggling to outrun this. And it's because I've run into every obstacle you can get as a storm chaser. I ran into tractors. I've ran into a couple of very slow drivers. I mean, I get it, it's raining, you're supposed to drive slow, but I mean like really painfully slow. And bad terrain, road networks. It's been really tough so far this chase, but the new development to the south, which is where I'm going right now, looks really good. I hope I can outrun it. Look, you see the horizon over there? I can see the horizon. All I gotta do is get over there. Oh my goodness, I've ended up in another town. Well, would you look at this? I've got myself in a whale's mouth at the moment, but like I said before, the developments to the south are still looking good. So I'm trying to get into that area. So I've ended up on the storms to the south, but if you can't tell, it kind of just looks like elevated mumbo jumbo. But you know what? It's the last bit of the storms today, so might as well just find a spot and see what we can see. Hi, hello, it's me again. I'm on the side of the road this time around. I'm just feeling like I should go home, but I know that there's still some potent storms, but look at this. Strong, and then average Ontario storm chase experience, if you ask me. But down that way is more storms, so why not hold on to the little bits of hope we got, right? Whoa! So remember the elevated mumbo jumbo I was talking about? It's windy! Really windy elevated mumbo jumbo. I'm driving into the elevated mumbo jumbo as we speak. It might not be elevated mumbo jumbo anymore. I think it's been building pretty long. Whoa, it's gotten dark. There's an area of crazy high winds a little bit more south. So you can assume what I'm gonna do. And then I think I'm gonna call it there. I'm running out of gas. I'm currently using the car crouch method, where I crouch just behind my car where the rain is not hitting. So the rain is pelting the other side of the car right now, but I'm staying mostly dry. Oh, there it comes. Oh, here it comes. I didn't quite make it to the area I wanted to with the 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, but I did go and investigate after the fact. So I've come to the area where I saw those 60-mile-per-hour winds on radar, and I'm definitely seeing some damage here. That was a CG that just went down that field. Got some pretty sizable limbs down in this general area. I'm still a bit far from where that main 60-mile-per-hour wind gust was. This is the biggest one I've seen that's come down. Whoa, I take it back. This is the biggest tree. This is definitely it. This is 2 trees. Holy moly. There you go. That's some damage for sure. This is not 2 minutes from where... Oh, 3 trees. Holy. Wow. All right. Now I look like a drowned rat, which means the day has come to a close. I'm tired and I'm hungry and I want to go home. I'm going to throw this photo on screen with credit because this is probably one of the most beautiful storm photos I've seen from Ontario in a long time. I wish I was in Burlington right now. Those Mamadas clouds are absolutely gorgeous. Shouts out to, I forget who took that photo, but I'll have you on screen. Yeah, I'm on my way home now. Hour drive. Yay. So this drive home is a lot easier than my last drive home when I couldn't see anything. I'm about 20 minutes from home, and the amount of lightning in these storms, even though daylight heating is done, I mean, I haven't checked the radar at all because I'm on the highway, but holy moly. Whoa. Oh! Holy jump scare. But I'm home. Can't wait to compile all this footage and edit for 8 years. Whoa, haha. Cool little editing trick that is, isn't it? Anyway, it's the next day. I am officially done compiling this footage, and luckily it didn't take me 8 years like I suspected it would. After looking at Twitter for about an entire day and looking at damage photos, I can definitely say the showstoppers from a storm chaser perspective were by the Kitchener area, which, if you were watching the video, was the other area that I was gonna go to, which, again, from a storm chaser perspective, kind of sucks. But on a more realistic note, Mitchell, Ontario was hit pretty hard from hailstones and wind damage. So I really hope everybody there is all right. I know we have a really good community, so there's a lot of people out there helping out. Big storms like that kind of suck when you start seeing damage photos like that, and it becomes a little less cool. But this is what I chase for, to try and learn more about them. So it's important for me to see these damage photos and hopefully out there surveying the damage in person and being in those storms as they're happening. Anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed episode 2. This was super fun to go out and do, regardless of how difficult it was for me to chase this time around. Please let me know your thoughts on this one in the comments. And I wanted to say, if you are in Ontario and you're getting any footage, please don't hesitate to send it to me. My Twitter is WX Cape Canada. It's in the link in the description and on screen here. Because like Danielle, who was so thoughtful to let me use her beautiful Mamadas clouds photo, I would love to share other photos of what people are seeing, and I just want to make sure that I can have your guys' permission before I steal them and use them for content. I'm just joking. That's not actually what I'm going to do. It's for awareness. It's seeming like our next chase might be July 29th, which is not far away at all considering it's the 25th. So we may have another episode coming really soon. So if you want to stay updated on when I post, hit the subscribe button. There's a little bell there that'll notify you when I post, and that way you can see all the episodes when they come out live. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. I'm going to put this in now and finish, and then probably go to sleep because it's 11:41 p.m. Yeah, this is how I've spent my day. Anyway, goodbye!